Table up. Hey, everybody. Okay, here we go. Get the clock started. There we go. And
No,
I get the microphone too.
Mic.
Jeez, what a mess. All right.
No.
What?
You see this? Like, adjust this.
Okay. Yeah, all right. We're okay.
This part of it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, move the mic up.
Mm-hmm.
Move it up.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. I don't know. We're going to leave it here for now.
Look at this. Look. See this? Go like this.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, now you just...
It didn't stay. Anyways. We'll carry... Okay, George.
I can't.
Are you going to chance being on the...
I can't. Nobody wants to see me.
No, stop. Ohio Valley Converting, have to thank them for all of their work with the 9-minute Phill-Up. And it is a situation where it's, the Valley Converting. They're going to recycle. You're going to take your paper products up there to Mike Biasi and the crew, and they're going to say, hey, we're going to give these things a new life. So you take your paper products up there. Tax season right now. Maybe you want to get rid of some old tax forms that you don't need anymore. You've saved them long enough, and you just send them out the door. So anything you have in paper products, they can take care of you up in the Gem City of Toronto, Ohio. The Gem City, down, up, across, over, wherever. Just get to the Gem City and they'll take care of you at Valley Converting. Now, the big news that just happened. Now,
before we came on.
Right? I mean, literally seconds before we came on. And, I'm waiting for the Ohio State fans to, Brian, I think Joe, whoever's up, Mike Biasi, he's a big Buckeye fan. Just came out. We're going to talk happy birthdays, and we got plenty of them to talk about. But first, an early birthday present for Ryan Day of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a man that was on the hottest seat in the country after Ohio State lost to Michigan. Mm-hmm. Or maybe not. Maybe I saw an interview with the president of the university when they were getting ready for the Michigan game, and he said, "Oh, he's really got them going. He's got the players working hard. Everybody's doing great."
Well, it makes you wonder how they even lost that game.
It really does. Like what were they doing? It was, and then, some people came out and said, well, maybe they didn't want to show anything for the playoffs. It's like, well, that's insane.
No,
it's Michigan. Ohio State doesn't want to lose to Michigan ever. So why would they ever do that? That doesn't make any sense. But they ended up losing the game. Everybody was losing their mind in Buckeye Nation, thinking if he loses, and the thing was that maybe, or at least public opinion, I don't know if the president would have done it. Maybe some boosters would have gotten together and said he's out. But if they had lost to Tennessee right after Michigan, back-to-back home losses like that, he's probably out. Or maybe he's out. Or that seat is so hot that he can't even sit on it anymore. But what happens? Beats Tennessee, beats Oregon, beats Texas, beats Notre Dame, wins the national title. And today, just moments ago, ESPN reporting that Ryan Day now has a contract through, what was it?
2031.
And how much was it worth, the deal?
Valued at $12.5 million in annual compensation, keeps Day as a Buckeye through the 2031 football season.
So $12 million a year, if you're reading that right, annually. $12 million annually. Okay, so that means $12 million a year.
Terms to the contract, which add 3 years onto his current agreement, must be approved by the Ohio State and University Board of Trustees. Day's last contract extension came in 2023 when his salary was increased to $9.5 million a year.
Man, that is some cash. So he's not going to get the $12 million a year right away. But on the back end of the contract, because he's got to fulfill the rest of the contract. So
right.
So basically, they extended him to 2031. So if it's 3 years worth, so basically he's going to be making 12 and a half. So it's going to be 37 and a half million, 38 million over 3 years. I mean, we're not holding any charity events for him right now at 9.5 million. I mean, he's doing great. But wow, that is Well, just, and you figured he would get a contract extension. And that's the thing with college football. One of the things in recruiting is that the players need to know who the coach is going to be, because they don't want to get into a situation where even at Alabama, Nick Saban decides to leave. All of a sudden, that throws everything up in the air. Right now, Ryan Day, he can stay there. He can stay there as long as he wants. Now, I will say this. Curious to see if he were to lose to Michigan next year.
Oh, yeah.
Again, because the people are going to be upset about that again, as they should be. All right, Chip Kelly. Play calling was terrible in that game. That's a chunk of change. Brian, you are right. That is a chunk of change. And Chip Kelly, I just don't know what happened in that game. I don't think anyone was hurt. I mean, they played. I mean, Woody Hayes is a god in terms of college football coaches. He's one of the all-time greats, and his whole thing was 3 yards in a cloud of dust, and three things happen when you pass the ball, and most of them aren't good. And that's kind of what they went back to, is just this slogging through the game against Michigan. But then they just absolutely turned it around, win the national title. And today, Ryan Day says, we need to go to the bank. We need to just take the Brinks truck. You don't even need to stop at the house. Just go right to the bank and unload it into the vault. I mean, that is, talk about security for you. That's generational wealth. I mean, the kids and their kids and their kids, you can set your whole family
they
up
won't have to worry.
A long, long time. Yeah. That's congratulations to him. That's pretty awesome. And Ohio State, they won it, but man, it just seems like what a turn, because that Michigan game, I mean, everybody was ready to fire him. Mm-hmm. Everybody. What's going to happen? And then they go on a run, look super impressive in doing it. And now he's getting ready to cash 3 years of checks at $12.5 million a check. Man, that's some big money. That's some big money. All right, Brian, what do you think? You deserved? What do you think? Are you excited about that? That Day is the head coach until 2031. I don't know why any Ohio State fan would question it. They won a national title.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. I would be. That's where, like, if they didn't win and they did that, I'd be like,
Yeah, I don't think they would have done that if they had one. But okay, so Jordan, you don't have ties to the Ohio State program. You're not necessarily an Ohio State fan at all. So what if they lose to Michigan again next year? What if Brian,
I don't know. They need to. I don't know. There's something about Michigan.
Yeah, I mean, Brian and any other Buckeye fan out there, what do you do? What if that continues? What if that trend continues? Now, they still make it to the. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they still make it.
They make it to the playoffs
or the playoffs. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
so
it's like a national title.
If that's the one game, but that is the game. But it's the one game.
You could literally make an argument that if Ohio State lost all of their games except the Michigan game, would they be happy with the season? No, but they'd be, okay, we beat Michigan. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
So interesting. But Ryan Day, just before we came on the air, for anybody out there wondering, what are we talking about? We're talking about Ohio State. Well, I thought the description said happy birthday.
It did.
Well, it's an early birthday present for Ryan Day. We would have put Ryan Day new contract, but that didn't happen. He has he doesn't have a whole new contract. He has a contract extension that goes into 2031. And it was worth $12.5 million a year. Jordan looked it up. She said right now he's making $9.5 million a year. Mm-hmm. So he's doing well for himself.
So when is his contract up? Like his current contract up?
Probably 2028, something like that. Let's see, Brian. I'm glad Ryan Day is my coach. Ohio State has a ton of money in the bank. Absolutely, they do. Absolutely. So it'll be interesting to see how they move forward. And it's going to be new coaching staff, so that'll be interesting to see how they change their play calling next year, because Chip Kelly won't be the offensive coordinator. They're going to have a new defensive coordinator. So Ryan Day's, he's right now making sure that he gets in sync with all of his assistant coaches and everything. All right. Now, we talked about birthdays. So we got it's a really impressive list for people born on February 6th. It's impressive. It's impressive. All right, here you go. But before we get there, we have national.
Oh, it was through 2028.
Yeah, and then they add 3 years
okay,
on.
Yeah.
And that's how they usually do it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, could you imagine if they went, okay, we're going to tear that one up for $9.5 million.
Yeah.
And we're going to give you $12.5 million from now until
right.
I'd take the $9.5 million. You could just just give me a 3-year
I would take
extension.
any million.
If you had $9.5 million a year, and then they said we're going to give you a 3-year extension. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would take any.
$9.5 million. I go, yeah, just give me the 3-year extension, $9.5 million. But then when they say, well, we'll give you $12.5 million. Well, okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
anyways,
today is Optimist Day. So, Ryan Day was selling some optimism back before the playoffs. He said, "Hey, it's us against the world. We can do it," and they did. So, confident people with hope, optimists. So, and then, how about this frozen yogurt? It's Frozen Yogurt Day. I'll tell you what. Back in the day, I believe it was the '80s. I'm pretty sure it was the '80s.
I like froyo.
TCBY.
Yeah.
The country's best yogurt.
Mm-hmm.
They were all over the place. And people would stop. And then the funny thing, at least I did, you stop and you get your yogurt, whatever flavor you wanted. And then you go, would you like anything else in your yogurt? And if you probably just ate the yogurt, it'd be pretty good for you. It's not going to be awful for you. Yeah. Can you throw some M&Ms in there? Yeah, you can throw some gummy bears in there.
Mm-hmm.
Throw some Swedish fish in there. I mean, you can throw a candy bar in there. So any health, they sold it as like this healthy snack. Stop by and then you load it up with all kinds of stuff, kind of like a Blizzard. And I'm not complaining about any of it. Jordan shaking her head. Favorite Blizzard, Jordan? Had to order one for the rest of your life. What would it be? You'd only eat one Blizzard, one type of Blizzard the rest of your life. What is it?
Cookie dough M&M.
Ooh. She didn't even hesitate. A little bit. She thought.
Well, I worked there for 7 years, so.
But that's the go-to? Cookie dough. What?
M&M.
Cookie dough M&M. Is that even on the menu?
No.
Oh, so can I ask for that if I drive up and go, can I get cookie dough and M&M?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to have to try. I've never had that.
You can mix any flavors you want.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Jordan is speaking for the entire Dairy Queen organization, coast to coast.
You would be surprised. We would have this one constant order of like craziness. Like large blizzards with all the crap in it. You could imagine.
All right. Brian says, I could live on half a year of his salary. I could live on probably a quarter of it. If 10%.
Yeah.
Think about 10%. I mean, you're still
just give me 1 million and I could be fine. I would be fine.
And then, someone's out there going, well, there's going to be taxes. You're going to lose taxes. Okay. Well, if you take half of the taxes, if I get $12.5 million, Jordan, they take half the taxes, I'm still getting $6 million. I'll be okay. I think. Maybe go buy some stupid stuff, but I think it'd still be pretty good. All right. So, Brian's got a game plan. Brian, where are you buying it? Are you going to stay here in the Ohio Valley? Or are you going to get a retirement place at the beach? Maybe the mountains, maybe both. You could do both, actually. What would you do? Well, what kind of fun would you have with that? So, new car. I love that.
Oh, yeah.
I just won $10 million. What do you do? I get a new car.
I'm getting a car.
A new car. Yeah, why is everybody a car? I'm getting a new car. It's like you already have a car. Well, buy some.
Yeah, but if you can get a better car,
buy some land. Because there's only so much of it. You buy some land and then you have it, and then okay, I need that land to farm. Well, I don't farm, but I can sell it to you. You can have my land. I'll just sell it to you for triple what I paid for it. All right. So, anyways, the birthdays. Okay. Oh, and it's Chopstick Day.
Oh.
I like some chopsticks. I like using the chopsticks. If you go to a Chinese restaurant, I like using the chopsticks. I really do. So, invented apparently around 1200 BC. 1200 BC. They've been around a while. and I'm still not sure I'm using them correctly.
I'm definitely not.
But it's like you got to hold them, and then you can watch the videos. So have that how you hold them and everything.
I just guess.
But if I'm gonna have Chinese food, if I can, I'll use the chopsticks. Makes it more fun, more traditional, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, birthdays. Here we go. Apparently, if you are a home run king, Major League Baseball home run king, you were born in the month of February. Hank Aaron, Hammer and Hank, he was born first week of February. I don't remember the year. Now, the man that he passed as the home run king, Babe Ruth, the Bambino, George Herman Ruth, 1895, born on this day, February 6th. So even within the same week of days. But, 714 home runs, the extra bases, he pitched. He's just a sensation. Just a sensation. And you know what? You could celebrate his birthday with Brian and have peanut butter cookie dough.
Yeah, that's good.
In a blizzard.
That's really good, too.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've tried that either. I've got some new flavors to try. Try not to go and get blizzards if I can avoid it. Trying to behave myself. But that sounds good. I'll tell you what, I think George Herman Ruth, the great Bambino, he'd be into that. He'd be like, yeah, let's get from what he had a prodigious appetite for everything in his life. Everything that he did it huge. Home runs, his family, anything you can think of. He was just, hot dogs during games, drinking during games, all kinds of stuff. But he was. So Brian would be celebrating with the great Bambino with a peanut butter cookie dough blizzard. And if you could transport yourself back into time and you would, babe, we're going to go get a peanut butter cookie dough blizzard. He'd look at you like you had 7 heads. What is that? But just tremendous baseball player. Did not get to see him. You see the footage every once in a while, the called shot in the World Series, the whole thing. But George Herman Ruth, born on this day in 1895. Hammer and Hank, born just a few days ago, different year. But he passes Babe Ruth. So, man, if you want to hit home runs, this is the week to be born. All right. Ronald Reagan, 1911 to 2004, President of the United States. And not only that, the Red Bloc took him down. The communists of Russia said, take down the wall. Take down the wall. And they did. Reagan, considered one of the great presidents in United States history. And talk about a tough guy. Talk about he's shot. Survives an assassination attempt. So Ronald Reagan, 1911. This is a day where I'm going through, and I don't even have everybody on here, but these are the ones that jumped off the page. But you got Babe Ruth and Ronald Reagan on the same day. That's pretty strong.
Mm-hmm.
Carol says, "I need a car." Carol, if we can get that contract from Ryan Day, we will buy you a fleet of cars. You'll have a car for every day, and if you want a car of every different color for every day, we could do that. So we will take it. I make a promise to you. If we somehow get that contract from Ryan Day, or we bump into him, maybe I'm in Columbus, I'm at the Kroger, Ryan Day walks in because I'm sure he does all his own shopping, right? Hey, Coach Day, what's up? Carol needs a car. Well, here you go, Bill. And we get your car. So I promise you that we will do that. I could use a car.
I can use a car.
Yeah, you could always use a new car.
Why not?
Yeah. So Carol, we're with you. We'll see if we can get you. We'll see if we can do that. Carol, what kind of car would you like? If we have to, if we do, George is looking at me like, really? We have $12.5 million. What kind of car do you want? You can have any car you want. My mom told me that sometimes these go a little bit too long yesterday. She said, and Carol says, thank you.
Yeah.
Now we need to know what kind of car we're getting. What do you mean? Yeah. Although she did say she about Peter Pants laughing at the Groundhog show. She said it was that funny. So
it was.
But I tried to explain to her. I said, Mom, it's a stream of consciousness. I get to and I start going. It says the 9 minutes has stopped. Carol says anything. All right. So what kind of car are we going to get Carol? Well, we get to pick it out. So I think, Brian checks in. Mustang GT.
You know what I want? Ford
Well,
Bronco.
Ford Bronco. Okay. See, I think.
Or you know what? If we have all this money, I might just get a G-Wagon.
A G-Wagon. Yeah. You can get anything.
Yeah.
See, now, Carol.
Or a Ferrari. I want a Ferrari.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, the Mustang GT is pretty nice. Carol, I think Carol.
Or a Lamborghini.
You want a Lamborghini for Carol?
For me.
For you. Okay. See, now I think Carol.
Here, this is my list. I want a Lamborghini, a Ferrari, and a Bronco.
Okay. For $12.5 million in the bank, you can get any single one of them. Now, Carol, we're trying to get Carol's car selected, and you won't let us select Carol's car. I think Carol right now, I have a feeling she likes to drive. She likes to drive because I was going to say at this point.
How about an Audi?
No, wait, hold on. We could get her like a Cadillac, a Lincoln, but because we have all this money, we'll get her a driver. She doesn't have to drive anywhere.
Yeah, we'll get her a limo.
Maybe not. They could get a limo with a hot tub. They have those. They have them in the movies. They have them in the movies. Carol, limo with a hot tub. I don't know, but here's the so this would be my selection for Carol. I think if we're picking anything, I have a nice Cadillac sedan. It's nice. It's luxurious. She'll be comfortable driving it. And then if she doesn't want to drive it, we'll hire a driver for her. So that, Carol, I don't know if that works, but if you like that, that's what we're going to go with. We're going to go with a Cadillac, little sedan action, and a driver if you want one. If you like to drive, then you don't have to. Now the thing is, Carol might be really sporty, so she might be. Well, maybe we get her the Cadillac SUV. You know, so she'd have an option. We could get her one of these. She
said, "Sounds great." There you go.
All right, there you go. All right, good. We're good. We got Carol covered. Wonder if that makes him the highest paid coach in college football.
I don't know.
If he isn't, that's got to be pretty close, I would think. I mean, Ohio State has.
This has to be a topic tonight.
Yeah, it should be. He has piles. They have piles of money at Ohio State. So, yeah, I would think he would be, or right there. He's in the conversation. Okay, now back to the birthdays because we have
one more.
3 more. Jordan's good. All right, so Mike Farrell. Do you know who Mike Farrell is, Jordan? Mike Farrell, for people that love MASH, the show
I
MASH.
Watched MASH.
He was BJ Honeycutt. He was Hawkeye Pierce's roommate.
The blonde guy?
Yeah. So he was born in 1939 on one of the greatest shows ever made for television.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he still alive?
Yes. He's like 85.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Mike Farrell. Captain BJ Honeycutt, surgeon. His buddy was Hawkeye Pierce.
Oh, yeah.
And remember, in the last show, he couldn't say goodbye. He couldn't bring himself to say goodbye, so he spelled it out in the rocks.
I don't remember.
The helicopter.
I've watched a couple episodes. Like my mom has every single season of MASH.
It's a great show.
She loves it.
Show. And he took off in the helicopter. Hawkeye did to leave, and then he sees the word spelled out goodbye from Captain Honeycutt, and he went off. He left on his motorcycle. He found a motorcycle, and he had that. So there you go. Then a couple singers to round it out. Jordan's daring me to say it. Natalie Cole, of course, the daughter of the great Nat King Cole. She was a Grammy Award winner, outstanding singer, 1950 to 2015. And then, if you want to, a lot of people like to call him, Axl Rose. But some people, if you just reverse a couple of, you call him Alex Rose. I may have done that when I wrote the name down.
Alex Rose.
Yeah,
what?
Alex Rose. But it's Axl Rose, of course.
Yeah, everybody knows that, Bill.
Guns and Roses.
Everybody knows that it's Axl, not Alex.
Now, he might have been a little bit of a diva. That's what people say. They said, Guns N' Roses kind of broke up a little bit, tried to get back together, couldn't really keep it together. But in terms of when he sings and when they're together, that is one historic band. A lot of tremendous songs. So there you go. Those are the birthdays. How about that? That's a solid list of birthdays for February 6th. That's pretty good stuff.
If your birthday is today, you have a pretty solid birthday.
And if your birthday is today, Brian says, go ahead and celebrate with a peanut butter cookie dough blizzard. He says it's good stuff. It's good stuff. All right, we have to go because it's been too long already, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to go. Mom, I'm sorry I went so long. Oh, Mom and Aunt Connie, in case you're wondering, everybody, going with the Eagles in the Super Bowl, going with the Eagles. And my Aunt Connie had a really great reason as to why. Now, my mom's just kind of like, Jersey. She's from New Jersey. She's from northern New Jersey. And there's a very definite division there. If you're in New Jersey, it's north and south. If you're tied in with Philadelphia in the south, you're tied in with New York City in the north. Let's see, Brian, check back in. If I had that kind of money, I would buy you and Jordan a car of your choice. Thank you very much, Brian. Really appreciate that. So my mom's going with the Eagles. She's waiting for the New England Patriots. She lived on Cape Cod for a little bit, and they were really good with Tom Brady and all those guys. So she became a Patriots fan because that was right in her backyard. Mom is influenced by where she lives and how the teams are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I needed to move to Miami and help the, Hurricanes out and get back to a national title game. Brian, thank you again. But my Aunt Connie found out. Now, I don't know if it's Jalen Hurts' foundation or not, or if he's just tied to this charity, but he helps the schools in Philadelphia with donations. And one of the ways he does, educational programs. But then on top of that, and we've seen it in Columbus, we've seen it in other big cities, schools don't have the proper ventilation, proper air conditioning, when it's really hot out. So he goes in and his foundation or whoever, and again, I don't know exactly what the foundation is because my mom wasn't sure when she sent it to me and I didn't look it up. But apparently he helps get the right air conditioning, get the right heating systems and all that stuff in school so the kids can be in school and make sure they're getting their education and learning what they need to do. So
nice.
That's why Aunt Connie's going with the Eagles. So I can't argue with Aunt Connie. She's tremendous. All right, Mom's tremendous. Aunt Connie, Mom, love you both. Again, I know we're almost a half hour in, Mom, but you know what? If you hadn't stayed till the end, Mom, you wouldn't have gotten the I love you. So I love you.
Aw, that was nice.
Love you too, Aunt Connie. Love you. My cousin Allison's down there too. Love you, Allison. So there you go. All right, everybody. 2 rules because we've got to run. It's 2 rules. Have fun and always try your best. We're always trying to have fun. We're always trying our best. And can't thank you enough, Brian and Carol, for checking in. Super appreciate it. Super appreciate Valley Converting for all they do for the 9-minute Phill-Up. All right, everybody. Until next time. So long. Oh, watch us tonight on all the digital platforms for News 9 Sports on the go. I'm sure Ryan Day will be a big topic now. New topic that's going to be in the show. All right, everybody.